right, my sweet squids, what if I told you that you could spend $2,800 and immediately be faster on your motorcycle? Is it some flashy exhaust? Is it some suspension upgrade, a tune, maybe a combination of all of them? No, unfortunately, and you don't want to hear it, it's a rider mod. Y'all need to get better at riding your motorcycle, and so today we're doing something really cool with the Yamaha Champ School, showing how Whitney is going to go from a not so confident track day rider to a confident track day rider. Let's get into it. So we're out here at Yamaha Champ School. Whitney and I both showed up here. We were originally going to do both days together and kind of show the differences between an experienced track day rider and someone more entry level. But unfortunately, on day 2, I've come down with some sort of stomach bug, and I really feel under the weather. However, we're going to be focusing on Whitney today. Whitney, what are you trying to focus on today?
I feel like I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. I'm not a fast boy. I don't like sport bikes that much, and I'm never looking for canyon roads to carve up.
Yeah.
So I feel like, you know, what does this look like to somebody who is interested, likes motorcycles? I'm a motorcycle enthusiast. I wouldn't mind being safer on the street, and they emphasize, you know, they tell us like, hey, you're gonna learn stuff up for the street.
Yeah.
And I've got a family to go home to, so I feel like just learning how to stay alive, you know what, and learning how to take corners just safer. It's not necessarily about going faster for me, but that's gonna come naturally.
Yeah, the pace will naturally ramp up. Any hesitations you have before you get started?
100%. Yeah, dude, there's people out here doing wheelies on MT10s, which is fun to watch, but you're behind them going, oh God, okay, yeah, I'm gonna just take this corner at 20 miles an hour, whatever.
Yeah. Anything specifically you wanna work on?
Anything specifically I'd like to work on? I just want to work on my confidence, right? I'm out of my comfort zone. I'm not naturally a fast person. I'm not feeling like, oh, I'm on planet Whitney. I'm feeling like I'm on a different planet right now.
Yeah.
So just to be more confident, step into it and see what happens.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I want to focus on.
Well, we're really excited to see you go through the curriculum and see if you can finish out these 2 days and be fast, or at least safer.
At least safer, faster would be pretty awesome.
Yeah,
so.
Let's get into it.
First things first, shout out to @SpicyAaronThings for letting me borrow his tried and true SV650. I treated it like my own. If you're a cautious rider like me, you might be wondering why you would ever go to a school taught by decorated and skilled motorcycle racers. I too was worried if I was in the wrong place, but it was immediately apparent that this program isn't just for aspiring racers or track day junkies. This is a cataclysmic knowledge hive for motorcycle riders of every skill level. There were no egos and no one giving you BS about chicken strips. This was a defibrillator shock to the heart of why we all ride, to have fun and stay safe. I was treated no different than any other student despite my lack of track experience, gender, or pace. I was given one-on-one instruction while riding, and every instructor calibrated the exercise to meet me where I was at. This was profoundly fundamental for relaxing in this environment. Every discussion about cornering on the track was given a street scenario equivalent. And after day 1, I felt the culmination of knowledge that all these instructors have absorbed through their own experience and who they've trained with. This is something you just can't put a price tag on. We have no board of elders to turn to in our society. So if we have a close call on the road or lose a loved one to riding, we sell our bike or let it collect dust in the garage. I don't know about you, but I know quite a few people who stopped riding out of a fear-based disinterest. This is the revival we all need to keep going. This is who you turn to when you feel like giving up. It is no surprise to me that Yamaha Champ School has a 45% returning student rate. From wild and informative minivan rides on the track, to specific real-time cornering exercises, mini bike knee dragging, sideline track observation, one-on-one sessions, and classroom time, you get way more than what you're paying for. I noticed an immediate difference in my riding on the road, and I can't wait to reach a new level where I can come back for more. Let's see what clips I managed to get during this amazing whirlwind of revitalization.
Here's Josh coming in for the intro shot.
How you doing? How's it going?
Dude, I'm trying to get my butt cheeks off of the seat. That's all I'm trying to do.
One cheek off the seat.
One full cheek. They're like, you're doing half a cheek. You need more cheeks off of the seat. So I'm not going fast enough to implement a lot of the other racing techniques that some of the other racers are out here practicing. But that doesn't matter. I could do, like, it's so awesome. They're letting me do like one-on-one, and we just focus on hanging my cheek off, which is so awesome. Like, I feel comfortable and I feel safe, like, in this environment, getting to practice those things. So that's all I'm doing. I'm going slow, but I'm hanging my butt off. Ooh, I'm scared. Wow. That was a religious experience.
What'd you see? Talk to me about it.
You're going where I have never even fathomed of going. And that's why it feels like a religious experience, because you're like, oh, it's possible.
It's possible for you.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It almost feels like, so I've got a decade of riding, right? And I know where the ground is. I almost feel like I'm going through the ground because you're going beyond what I know the limit is.
Yeah, and we're expanding it, right? Letting you know what's out there, right? For what we can ride into, but nothing was super crazy.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, I'm sure. You're like, I've got a person on the back. It's totally...
Yeah, and you know, the whole idea of that lap was being proficient, using all of the racetrack, using the right control at the right time. So like, I didn't care why I went to the brakes, but I was more focused on, right? I didn't accelerate hard out of really any corner, but I got my speed up smoothly. I controlled this smoothly. That right there is going to let us ride for a long time, and using those right controls at the right time, it's like, you saw I went to the brakes for almost every corner. Even if I'm leaned over on the side, I'm able to pick up a couple points. Watch what it does to my radius. Feel that load underneath us. Let the direction change with that. So.
Do you remember the first moment where you like got so close that you were kind of blowing through limits in your own head, like close to the ground?
Yeah, because you gotta get over that hurdle, right? And really it's kind of picking up your chin and being more level with the horizon, not staring down at the ground so everything's coming at you so fast. But it's like, that's why it's so important to sit up on the brakes, get more level with the horizon, get our eyes further down into it. Because like when we start staring down, you start seeing all the little pebbles that are in there and they start coming by faster and faster. But if our focus is already tied down up in towards the apex, when we're leaving here, we don't have time to realize or assess how crazy it is.
That's what you're looking for. You're looking to get beyond your own realization of how crazy it is.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's what I was doing on that ride. I was like, I didn't even know this was possible.
So I want you to accelerate up to Chris, right? Accelerate, accelerate, accelerate. Build into it, right? Figure out how well this rear brake works. Find out where that threshold is, where the thing kind of starts to lock. Release that foot ever so slightly and live right in that area.
Okay.
You are clear to go.
Fingers are up and ready, covering that brake in case you need it. Whenever you're ready. Oh no, look out, you got bugs! You got so many bugs coming. You better get going. I'm just gonna keep adding them. Better get going. Man, these bugs are wild out here, aren't they? All right. So as you leave here, someone comes by and breaks off your left handlebar. You can't use your left handlebar as soon as you leave here.
I was nervous that this is where Moto America racers are going. Moto GP racers hang out here. What does a slow person have any business doing here? And I got just shotgun blasted in the face with really, really important information, because I've learned that we've been learning the wrong thing in your MSF course, even in like twist of the wrist and stuff, some of that more outdated information. there's a lot of stuff to unlearn, and just absorbing that is going to change my entire riding career. Okay guys, sorry I have to get esoteric. Maybe that's why Yami Noob hired me. I have no idea. But Alex here, who's amazing, just had to twist my arm and get me on an MT10. I had been working with the SV650 and it's heavy and the brake is squishy. And I got on an MT10 and holy, I'm gonna swear because I was 20 miles an hour faster, which is insane. I felt way more confident. I felt faster, more confident. It was obviously harder to like, you know, hang off and get the ergos right, but just being faster like made me in ecstasy because I realized how much I'd been working on an older bike, and getting to test ride an MT10 around the track was like, oh, I have to go buy one. I'm coming back. This is amazing. This is what a mother experiences after giving birth. I mean, it's just like the most amazing thing. And on top of that, feeling more confident, right? I was worried being with racers and stuff, right? These dudes are archangels of the moto complex universe because they are open, they're friendly. I got one-on-one time the entire 2 days. And they were passing me at like a speed that didn't spook me because like at my track day, when people come up, you're just trying not to die the entire time. And I did not feel that at all coming here. So I felt safer being around professionals, being around champs, right? It was so awesome being able to approach them too. I mean, start renting out your bike on twisted roads, refinance your mortgage, come here, especially if you've lost a loved one or a friend or you've crashed. Like this will change everything, seriously. And then on top of it, having access to this wealth of knowledge of racers that we come across out here. Yes! Champ School is for someone like me, and I was so worried it wasn't. I'm coming in here blind, there's a truck coming. Because safety on a motorcycle is everything. It'll make you a better rider, it'll make you faster. Like I was saying with the last question, they are so approachable, they are so nice. They are so one-on-one. You get to go over all the footage of you on the track. There's no egos here. And at track days, you get ego after ego. So for me, it was hard to like get back into a track day. Coming here, I've talked to Moto America racers about all sorts. I mean, dude, I'm just like blown away at how much information I got. So now I can go back to a track day and not care if the dudes are gonna have big egos or whatever. Like, I'm not even worried. Now I'm addicted to the sport because I've had such a positive experience. Amazing people, amazing riders, amazing bikes, man. Just getting to like come out here, do the two-up thing, the religious experience of breaking those lizard brain barriers of where you think the ground is. I mean, if you live out of the country, this is worth coming to America for. Like, fly into Arizona and spend 2 days here. Like, you have to. It's literally going to change everything. This also feels like a revival of American motorsports. I've always wondered what the next iteration of Twist of the Wrist was, because you watch like the old videos and there's like the 80s, the heyday. This is it. And it's coming back safer and better information. And I just can't, I'm blown away. There, speechless. I really liked, so one of the first drills we had to do was trail braking and loading the tire, and we had to stop mid-corner. And I wasn't getting enough speed to really do that. So what happened was one of the instructors here ran up to me, met me where I was at, and got in front of my bike, which is terrifying. But it taught me like, whoa, okay, that's what I'm looking for. And for them to be able to, on the fly, kind of alter a drill because I'm being so slow, that's amazing. They're not saying like, okay, yeah, you're not doing it, just keep going. They like met me where I was at. And that's huge. Like that, this is a school. This is for people who want to learn. You don't have to be, gearing up for a race next weekend. Thank you so much to Yamaha Champ School. Seriously, like I felt like it was my birthday on steroids. I felt like I was born again. I want to come back. I'm going to come back. I'm going to bring my husband here. I'm going to bring my friend here. They've got Champ Mini. I'm going to bring my daughter to that without a doubt. It's going to be amazing. I'm not paid to say that, I swear. So we'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later.